Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. As expected, Governor Jay Inslee has signed the assault weapons ban discussed in this video into law in Washington state. Because it had an emergency provision, it is also effective immediately. As I get into the details, shout out to Blackout Coffee Company for keeping this channel going both in their support and in Mama Juice. Coffee was key in getting this video done today, so to check them out and get your own range juice on, go to blackoutcoffee.com/libertydoll. With anything like this, first thought is always how it will affect individual gun owners. The folks in Washington have been flooding gun shops to try and buy up everything they can before the ban. But the fact of the matter is that bans like this affect FFLs, manufacturers, and parts retailers too. This bill in particular bans not only the sale and distribution of so-called assault weapons, but also their manufacture. It just so happens that one of the big manufacturers of uppers, lowers, and all kinds of parts for the AR platform is based out of Washington. They've brought in a ton of money and jobs to the state, but clearly the politicians in Washington just don't care. How exactly this will affect parts manufacturers remains unclear. But in this case, Aero Precision has announced both that they'll be joining a lawsuit against the ban, and also that for all Washington staters, they're closing their doors. Posted to their Instagram on Tuesday, to our customers. As many of you are aware, the state of Washington has adopted new legislation banning the sale and distribution of assault weapons in the state of Washington. We do not agree with this new law, we do not think it is constitutional, and we think it is unclear in several important respects, especially with respect to how it applies to parts. We have been working diligently with industry partners to oppose this legislation, and Aero Precision will be one of the lead plaintiffs in efforts to challenge it in the courts. Nevertheless, considering the law as it currently stands and uncertainty about how the new rules will be applied and interpreted, we have made the difficult decision to suspend the sale of AR parts to customers in the state of Washington. This will not directly impact Aero Precision's ability to continue to manufacture and distribute parts to customers outside of Washington. However, we are not complacent with this situation. This does not mean that we support this new law or that we believe the new law is clear about whether parts sales in Washington are prohibited by the new law. But while Aero Precision is a strong supporter of Second Amendment rights, it is also committed to operating lawfully and limiting risks to our business and the jobs of our employees. We realize this is disappointing news to our many customers who share our commitment to safe, responsible firearm ownership. It is disappointing to all of us at Aero Precision as well. We will continue our efforts to be a strong advocate for gun owner rights and to battle this legislation in the courts. Thank you for your support, Team Aero. Yesterday, Aero put out another press release stating that they have filed a lawsuit in conjunction with several other plaintiffs to combat this overreaching legislation, seeking temporary and permanent injunction based on the unconstitutionality of this law. The case was filed on the 25th in the Eastern District of Washington, U.S. District Court. Plaintiffs include Aero Precision, LLC, Amanda Banta, a 2012 Olympian sport shooter, Sharpshooting Indoor Range and Gun Shop, The Range, LLC, and the National Shooting Sports Foundation. In the statement, Scott Dover, Aero's CEO, said that HB 1240 bans some of the most common firearms and parts available. It impacts the lawful ownership of products we manufacture and sell to thousands of our customers in the state of Washington. It also restricts the rights of the individuals, Aero Precision employees who make these parts. We will fight this law in the courts and are confident in the outcome given the clear rulings in multiple Supreme Court cases, including Heller and Bruin. They also added that the passage of the legislation does not impact Aero Precision's ability to manufacture and ship parts to users outside of Washington state. They're a pretty big and well-known company, so hopefully they can survive the hit. Of course, if they don't, that's part of the plan when it comes to gun control, making things unavailable. We know this ban goes against Bruin, we know it's being appealed, and we know that if they follow Bruin, this ban should be overturned. But the question is how long it'll take and if companies like Aero can hold out until then. The easy solution would be for them to pick up and move, but that's hardly what I would call easy. And as Liberty Toddler removes the books from my bookcase and starts growling at them, that is my cue. I'll be sure to try and keep you all up to date with the court cases. In the meantime, thanks for tuning into this video and joining me and Liberty Toddler on today's little YouTube adventure. Yes, okay. You can come see too. Please like and share this video, drop a comment for the algorithm, visit today's sponsor, and I will see you on the next one.